Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. I've got 4 new Phoibos watches for you today. Another entry from the Proteus field. Um, some regular dials, carbon dial, and a really cool meteorite dial. Meteorite is super awesome. Phoibos is one of the companies that uses it and still keeps the watch really affordable. If you remember, I think like last month or so, I showed you a 4Mex with a meteorite dial, and it was getting close to 2 grand. There was some excellent watchmaking there, of course, to warrant the price. But today, a little more affordability in the meteorite field and the other 2 really cool ones. My own wrist check. I am still. I mean, that's on and off, right? But it's the Squally-matic on the white rubber strap, and I guess kind of a very similar color motif. White dial Islander with sapphire insert. For those of you still waiting for the red October, it'll probably be more like a red November. But when I talked about it, I did say it was probably going to be out in November. I am thinking next week. Today is the 29th. So probably sometime next week it's going to be announced. It's going to be announced only on YouTube. I'm not going to do it anywhere else in the beginning. So if you don't subscribe, definitely subscribe. So you'll be one of the first people to get the announcement. Then I'm going to roll it. I'm making 200 of them. The first 100 will be released first, and then the second 100 will be released later on. Because originally I was just going to make 100, and then I decided to make 200. So I didn't get all 200 at the same time. But I actually already have the first 100 here. They're out for photography, so I'll probably get that out to you, I'm guessing next week. Anyway, let's see what Phoibos has up their sleeves for you today. Okay, so I guess the Proteus is kind of back. I've carried a Proteus before, but this is now a new kind of Proteus. Different kind of case finishing. We got 2 standard dials, a carbon dial, and a meteorite dial. All of them are really nice. Priced very affordably from $299 to $315 for a carbon and $415 for a meteorite dial, which is a fantastic price if you want to own a meteorite dial watch. Super deal. So I guess no big surprise, right? We'll start with the blue one. I mean, it's not like my favorite kind of blue, but it's a nice deep blue. I'll bump up the exposure a bit. So this is all the Proteuses here are model numbers PY028. You got B, C, D, and E. It is 42 millimeters in diameter. It is 13 thick to a double dome AR sapphire crystal. You can see that beautiful crystal. 49 millimeters on that lug tip to lug tip, and that you're already getting a good glimpse of this this nice case, right? The kind of like what I'm calling instant patina. 22 millimeter lug, so you don't like they all come on the leather strap. You don't like the leather strap, you can put it on whatever kind of strap you want. Getting a bracelet on this would be obviously very difficult because you can't really match the case very well. Maybe that might be the only downfall of it. You really can't use a PVD black. You wouldn't want to use a stainless steel because it won't match, or maybe some people will. But obviously, you have a whole array of 22 millimeter single piece and 2-piece straps that you could use. Water resistance is a heavy duty 300 meters, powered by a Seiko NH35 movement, which is a date only, hand winding, hacking, 24 joule automatic movement. Really cool logo. A knurling on the crown, or whatever you want to call it. Engraving, embossing, very comfortable, very easy to use, very easy to grab, even with gloves on. Hand wind hacks, I said hacking means set the time, the seconds hand stop. Beautiful case back engraving. As usual, they do a great job. Some people love their logo, some people hate it. Whatever you like. I'm impartial to it. Beautiful dial, really nice blue. And indices, good applied indices with lume in them. Beautiful chaptering done in a offset white, contrasting. So what that does, in my opinion, is it makes the watch appear smaller than it actually is. Nice ceramic insert. Does it lume? We'll find out. But we do have BGW9, I know for sure, on the dial. The dial itself has a little bit of texturing to it. You can catch that right there. The case itself, as I said, kind of like what I'm calling instant patina. Really nice. 120 click. Very nice unidirectional ratcheting bezel. So as I mentioned, these are $299. Beautiful hunk of leather strap. This one's blue. The buckle does match Phoibos. One thing I do want to mention, they all come with a rubber dive strap, which I dig. So here it is. It's actually logoed and stuff. Here's what I hate, and I don't know why companies do this. Phoibos is not the only company that does this. Ready? They don't give you a buckle. You have to transfer the buckle from the other strap onto here. Whoops. You have to transfer the buckle over and the prong. Why? Why not spend the extra 6 cents and put the buckle on here? I don't know why. I know I don't offer extra straps with any of my watches, with any of the Islanders, but if I did, I would give the customer a buckle. I mean, that is like, I've seen other high-end companies have done this to me as well, and I'm like, WTF or WTB, where's the buckle? Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. Ha! The other $2.99er is black with the black bezel. Same watch, just a black dial. If it gets a little noisy, it is pouring like the dickens over here today. Apparently there's some hurricane remnant floating through. But very nicely done. So like I said, these are both $2.99. The watch, by the way, weighs 120 grams. Now, if you want something a little bit different, then we have, so this is a carbon dial. Carbon fiber dial. You can see it. There's patterning in it. I'm trying to get in on it. Kind of an interesting pattern. Actually, almost looks like mock meteorite. This is like, I'm going to call this almost poor man. Come on. Poor man's meteorite. It looks really good. All the other details are the same. Comes on a brown strap. But very nice looking. I'll let it go for a second so you can kind of get a good look at it. Now let's compare and contrast it to the 415er true meteorite. You can definitely see the striations caused by what? Cooling over millions of years of a meteorite, wherever it sat. I don't know what meteorite this comes from. I probably could have looked it up, but I didn't. But if you want to own a space rock on your wrist, this is the way to do it. Let's see the Lumi. So there you go. Look what they did there. So yes, it's all loomed in green, but the chapter ring is BGW9. They call it the dial upper. Is that not super cool? Love the look. It provides such a contrast in color. Really, really nicely done. I probably should say they all glow the same. All of them have the same application of lume. But here is the blue one on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. I can go a little bit tighter and plenty of room on the growth, above the bone, below the bone. 49 tip to tip, perfect for a wrist such as mine. Perfect for any SKX loving wrist. If you're wondering about my thumb, if you haven't been following along, I did have an accident, I guess about a week and a half ago. Required some stitches. It's healing, kind of, but I got to keep it covered or else it starts catching on stuff and it really hurts. Anyway, but I'm back to doing videos and back to going crazy with watches. And I think that'll do it. This has been Mark from LongIslandWatch.com showing you the new Phoibos Proteus. Please like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. If you have any questions or comments, put them down below, and I'll be sure to address them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.